panel discussion. Can you share with us what have been the biggest challenges to integrate work with personal life?
I think the biggest challenge has been figuring out how to balance being a mother to 3 dependent children while being the only parent at home. My husband is currently deployed in Afghanistan, and due to COVID-19 has unfortunately been delayed in returning home, and we're not really sure when his return will happen. In the beginning, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to be the perfect employee and the perfect mom, and I was creating a lot of extra self-driven stress. I was feeling a lot of guilt. I'm sure a lot of other parents know what I mean when I say mom guilt, but I was also feeling really guilty if I logged off an hour early or if I took a longer lunch break to tend to their needs. And by no means was I getting any pressure from management or my colleagues. It was strictly self-driven. And as the weeks went by, I started listening more and paying attention to their needs. And it always seemed to be the afternoon was a lot harder for them to keep themselves occupied. So I started adapting our schedules, logging on earlier in the morning, taking meetings earlier, only attending meetings which I found really relevant. And as the days got nicer, I was able to bring my computer outside and let them run around the backyard and release a lot of that energy that they had when we were stuck inside. And I think what I've learned these past few weeks is that it's okay to be both. Every day is going to be different. Every day is going to present itself with new challenges. And it's really important to take some time to reset when you need it, both physically and mentally. The silver lining in all this is we all want to be home with our kids as much as we can, especially in the early ages. And I was able to be home for my son's first birthday, watch him take his first steps, and really experience a lot of firsts that I would not have otherwise seen had he been in daycare and I'd been in the office. I was also able to bring my computer outside and teach both my girls to ride a bike. I've met neighbors I never knew I had. We planted flowers. We grew our first indoor vegetable garden, and I crafted more than I ever thought I would craft in my life. But I think really what I learned from this whole situation is to really slow down, to be more present, and really appreciate how fortunate I am that we all have our health and I have my job.
Thank you, Brianna, for sharing with us your still stressful situation with many children to take care of around, and happy that now we are feeling better about the situation compared to the beginning. Now we are moving to a completely opposite situation with Jakob.